Well, hey, I don't know if you can hear this. Well, fuck it, let me show you. I woke up this morning thinking bicycle ride. God woke up this morning thinking this. Yeah, what do you do? I'm operating on limited time this morning because I have to work earlier than normal. Usually I don't go into work until about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. Sometimes even later, just kind of depends on how I feel. This morning, I have to be into work at 5 p.m. Right? It's about 12:30 now. So I don't have as long as I normally do to wait for this to end. So we'll have to see. This is where we're at right now. All right, so we checked the front, the backyard, and just as I suspected, it's not any better. In fact, it's worse out the front door now. So, yeah. The bike ride is certainly postponed. If this keeps up, it might actually end up canceled. I don't have the best history bike riding in Florida. This is not something I'm willing to do. This isn't something I haven't done in the past, but it's certainly not something that I'm willing to do now, considering my recent history. So, yeah, this is probably going to have to wait. All right, so I got a little bit of a break in the rain here, so I'm going to go out and try to get a ride. It's going to be kind of messy. There's standing water everywhere, but that's really not the end of the world. So, well, we'll see how it goes. So, it was seeing this guy behind me is having a little bit of trouble getting his truck started. All right, well, in spite of all the mayhem earlier, and that was only about 30 minutes ago, it's actually turning out to be kind of a nice day. So I'm off and running. Again, I don't have a lot of time, but I'm going to get out and get a little bit in. I'm trying to get my legs a day off from running. You know, it's not that I'm against running on tired legs per se, but there comes a point of diminishing returns when it comes to exercise. At least I believe. You know, I think I was putting a lot more into them than I was getting back. And that kind of tells me that they could use a day, you know, a break from all the pounding and whatnot. So I'm out taking just kind of a little light-hearted recovery spin. It's not going to be terribly long. It's not going to be terribly far. Just a little stretch, you know, just so I can get out and say I did a little bit of exercise today. And it's a pretty day. You know, it's absolutely remarkable how pretty this, oh my God, speed bump. But you know, it's absolutely remarkable how pretty this day is when just 1 hour ago, maybe not even an hour, maybe 45 minutes ago, it literally, the weather looked biblical out here. Hey guys, I wanted to stop for a minute. I want to show you something. Take a look at this right here. Now, as small as that may seem, that is one of the things I value in my life more than anything. I love palm trees. I love the ocean. I love warm winters. I love heat. I love humidity. And I have managed to arrange my life in such a manner that one of the things I value most, one of my biggest values, is now a distinct part of my life. And I'm very happy about that. Every time I see a palm tree, especially one like that, every time I see that, believe it or not, I still stop and take just a second to be thankful for that. All right, guys, having a good time. I'm at 4.5, 5 miles, probably not gonna do more than about another 2 or 3. This isn't that kind of ride. Like I said, I'm just kind of relaxing my legs, giving them a stretch, priming myself for what's ultimately gonna be a day off of them tomorrow. You know, taking a few extra calories tomorrow, take the day off. You know, try to get a little growth out of my legs. But anyway, I got to thinking. Earlier I was talking about, I showed you the picture of the palm tree, and I told you this is very valuable to me, you know? I value the palm trees, I value the warm winters, I value the sunshine, I value the heat, I even like the humidity, I love the ocean, being in it, on it, under it, all of it. It is huge. It's huge, huge in my life. It's one of my values. And I would submit that behind my marriage to Trina, it is my number 1 value. It's my number 2 value, but it's a big number 2. My marriage to Trina is a huge number 1. I value that more than I value anything else. But it got me thinking about, what about when you have 2 values that are diametrically opposed to one another? Let me give you an example. Maybe you value having a 6-pack, but maybe you also value pizza, chicken wings, and beer, okay? Do you see what I'm talking about? You have 2 values. You want a 6-pack abs. I should say you want a set of 6-pack abs, but you also value your chicken wings, your pizza, and your beer, okay? Those 2 things are gonna start causing friction, all right? You have 2 set of values that oppose one another, and until you get your values, I believe, in line, you're not gonna do very well at either one, and it's gonna make you very uncomfortable. You're always going to feel a little bit off, and I'll tell you how I know that. Let's take me for example. I place a pretty high value on money. I like it. In fact, I love it. I want more of it. But I also value my free time. I value bicycle riding in the heat of the day. I value running in the heat of the day with the sun at its highest spot, warm, sweating. I love it. I love scuba diving. I love the ocean. I love being outside, hiking, biking, tennis, swimming, diving, you name it. I value my free time. Now, anybody who's successful, particularly those people that are wildly successful, will tell you that to achieve that, it takes long hours and hard work. Do you see how my values were not quite aligned? There was some friction there. I was not, and it took me a while to get here. I wanted both. I wanted all my free time, and I wanted tons of money. It took me a long time, and I'm still not there yet. This is something I'm still working on. But I kind of had to adjust my value systems. I had to make a decision. Which is more important to me? Obviously, you need money. I need to pay the bills, buy food, rent, electricity, heat, air conditioning, car, insurance, and I make that. I'm fine. But I finally decided, at least at this point in my life, that I wasn't willing to put in the 14, 15, 16 hours a day in an office, working somewhere I couldn't stand, for somebody I couldn't stand, doing a job I couldn't stand, poring over the graphs, the charts, the computer screen, the meetings, the memos. That's what's necessary. You need to put in that kind of hard work to achieve financial success, and I wasn't willing to do it. I had two values. I needed to prioritize. I needed to choose one of those values and spend my time servicing that value. I chose being in Florida, being outside, riding my bike, running, living my life, the things that I do. And again, I didn't quit my job. Trina's not supporting me. I make money, I contribute, I pay half the bills, and we're doing fine. We got a nice house, we got a nice car, we have nice vehicles, I should say. We have nice bicycles, we have stuff, okay? We're not destitute. But I decided, at least right now, I didn't want to put in the time to achieve the money. Doing something I hated. Doing something I love, on the other hand, if I find, and I'm working on that as we speak, if I find a way to do that, then my values will be more in line. If I can find a way to make money doing what I love to do, now my values are in alignment. So I just wanted to stop. I wanted to make a quick comment on that. It got me thinking about values when I was telling you earlier that I place a lot of value on this palm tree, this climate, this state, how close I am to the ocean. I have a lot of value on that. So I got to thinking about values. And that's what I was thinking. It's great to have values. It's horrible to have values that oppose one another. You have to make a decision. Anyway, I need to get back on this. All right, guys. That is, I hope you enjoyed it.